Hello, my lovely Geminis. This is Debs, and this is your 2024 overview reading. Gem, thank you so much for being here, guys. It's lovely to connect with you again. We're going to be delving into the deck and finding out what may be happening for you over the course of 2024, okay? I'm going to be concentrating on love, although I'll read out other energies that come through. Let's start. Here we go. I'm using the Marchetti deck, my favorite in 2023. It's a beautiful deck. Let's begin, and we of course are going to start with the month of January. Here we go. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. That wants to come out, the 2024 overview reading for my Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine. What do we have for my lovely Geminis, please, Michael? Thank you. What do we have for my lovely Geminis? January 2024. Sorry, guys, I can actually hear a couple arguing in my head. Okay. I can see a woman in particular not happy. Okay. The Fool. All right, Aries energy. Somebody may have done something foolish. Somebody may be wanting to start a fresh life, a new life. The Moon. But they might have been keeping it hidden. Cancerian energy. Four of Wands. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. King of Swords. The World. Wow, okay. 3 of Cups. Okay. Underneath the deck, the Wheel of Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Gemini, what we have here, and I could be connecting with either a woman sat in her masculine energy or straight up a guy. Okay. What we have here is someone who potentially took a little bit of a leap of faith and a risk, hiding the fact that they desired to move into another connection. I think, Gemini, if this is you, you met someone and you thought to yourself, this is my person. But the problem is that you were already in a relationship. With the energy of the Four of Wands, you could have been fearful about losing a property in, say, a divorce. You know that you took a leap of faith and a risk. You were overindulgent. You were also strategic. What you want to do is end the connection you're in to reunite with someone and move into the 10 of Cups. I think, Gemini, you're ready for a new cycle. But I feel we've got a feminine here who is not happy, realizing that you may have met someone else. There could have been a third-party situation. And you, Gemini, are just wanting to close the cycle out to move forward into a new situation with someone that you love. Okay, that's where we start 2024, Gem. All right, let's move into the lighted pathway. Here we go. Let's see what comes through. Ooh, all right. Wow. Okay. Cards are absolutely flying out the deck. It's as if, gosh, it's as if all the cards want to spill onto the table in a sort of fast conversation type style. Let me just get the cards on the floor. All right, it was one card. So let's have a look at these gems. So Gemini, I think with work through differences, your person wanted to sort things out. Let's sort things out. Let's work through our differences. We can heal the situation, right? We can do this. I'm sure that things are going to improve. There will be changes ahead. Let's not do anything too rash. Your person is saying, Gemini, or this, yes, this is your person. Your person saying to you, the timing just isn't right. Now, I think you two have been having issues because maybe you two lived at a distance from each other. Maybe, Gemini, you were trying to hold down a long-term relationship with somebody living in another area, even another state or a different country. It could be that one of you had to be in a different place for work, or maybe you two dated and then something happened. You had to split and live in different areas. But Gemini, you know that things aren't going to change. Something isn't right. You're going to be questioning their intentions. What do you really want out of this? I mean, do you really want this to work? You're asking your person to be honest with you, Gemini, and you feel as if they're dragging their feet. They're not being open about what they really want. You may feel that they want to stay nice and settled in one area in a nice house. And therefore, it could well be that if you two have been in a relationship at a distance, you're getting more and more frustrated because your person is making all the excuses under the sun not to move to be where you are. You could have a very important job in a particular area, and your person might have been saying over the last few months, yes, I'll move. Yes, I'll be with you. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. But to be honest with you, Gemini, what you're realizing is your person doesn't really want to make the move. And what you're questioning is, well, hang on, if they don't really want to make the move to spend more time with me for us to really make this work, then they obviously don't love me. And I think for that reason, Gemini, you may be deciding to end the relationship, but they don't want it to end. Oh, no, things will be fine. We'll be all right. Don't worry. We'll heal the situation. We can work through our differences. But Gemini, I think you've had enough. I think you've had enough. I think you're putting your foot down. What you're realizing is your person wants to be nice and settled and closeted in a lovely house where you may be providing for them if you're a masculine, but they don't really want to delve further into the connection, deepen the connection with you by moving to where you may be working, okay? They're dragging their feet. And what you're realizing is, yeah, no, I think it's done. I think it's done. Now, Gemini, I don't feel as if all the blame should go on your person, because I do believe that at a distance, you have met someone else that you're very attracted to. Your viewpoint was, if I can work things out with my partner, if my partner will move to live with me so we can sort the situation out, we can make the relationship stronger, then we'll do that. If my person says, no, I don't think it's the right time, I don't really want to do this, I'm sure things will be okay though. What you've realized is you would want to end the situation to make it work with somebody else. So guys, I know it seems a long-winded depiction of what might be going on here. Everybody's situation is different, but I'm connecting with a masculine, King of Swords, Gem, who has finally had enough. You've been dealing with a partner who has not wanted to put effort into this connection for the longest time, although they may have been very happy sitting in a beautiful house. You may have been sending money home to this person. But Gemini, what you're realizing is the money's going into a bottomless pit. You're not getting the emotional support that you need because you're always working and you're not with your person, and you have said enough is enough. All right, Gem? So unfortunately, the start of 2024 may well be a bit of an argument about whether or not you two can patch things up or whether or not you two should split. Your viewpoint is, if you're not going to be reasonable, then this is over. Okay, guys. From here, let's move into the month of February. So Gemini, we're moving into the month of Feb. Let's see what may transpire. Now remember, Gem, you could be the karmic partner, okay? You could be the third party. So let's find out what may be happening in the month of February. Archangel Michael, we'd like your advice and guidance for my lovely Geminis, please. February 2024. What will be happening in this dynamic in the month of February? Thank you, Michael. Yeah, Gem, I feel as if you're realizing that things need to change, but your partner, whether you're living together, whether or not she's a baby mama, whether or not you guys are married, she is not really wanting to change her situation for you two to be closer in the same area. That's what I'm getting. The moon. Cancerian energy. You're sitting in fear, but you're also hiding someone else that you're interested in. Yes. Gemini, you may be considering a relationship with someone else that you've kept under wraps. Because in the nicest sense, you wanted things to work out with your partner. Even though, Gemini, I didn't see love in the cards, the love that you have is for somebody else. But you may have thought, well, I want to do the right thing. If my partner would move to be with me, would make the effort, maybe we could patch things up. But don't think it's going that way. With a 10 of Swords, Gemini, you may feel as if your partner doesn't love you. They're not ready to make the sacrifice to perhaps leave to be where you are, for you to build a stronger foundation together. Tower. Four of Pentacles. Gemini, this is incredibly difficult for you. Your partner is not wanting to let you go because maybe there's a nice, stable situation that she's got herself into here with you, but you guys never see each other. You're very unhappy with the Four of Cups. You're not fulfilled. You're not getting anything out of this relationship. You're just working and sending money to this partner. Yeah. You're just working and sending money, Knight of Pentacles, to your partner who's hanging on to you for dear life. And it had to give at some point. I mean, there's going to be an explosion here. This is an argument. This is you thinking, if I take a step back from my situation, what exactly am I doing here? I'm providing my partner with a really good life. I want her with me. But she doesn't seem to be keen to be with me. Yeah, she likes the money, she likes the stability, but she obviously doesn't love me because what she's saying is, yeah, well, no, I don't really want to leave this home. I don't really want to leave this area. So what you're realizing, Gemini, is it's possibly game over. Underneath the deck, the Hermit. Yeah, Gemini, you're fed up with feeling on your own in the situation. Isolated from your person. They're nice and stable thanks to you. That's what I'm getting here. But it's not benefiting you at all. You're not getting the love, the attention, the support, the passion, the affection that you need from your partner because you live separately. But your partner's happy as Larry because she's basically not potentially having to work. She is enjoying the money that you're sending her, whilst possibly living a sort of young, free and single life. And Gem, you've realized this. I think a few months ago, you met someone else, possibly a Cancerian, not necessarily, or even a Virgo. And your thoughts were, well, if my partner continues to drag her feet, I am simply going to have to end it and start a fresh life for somebody else. But you've actually wanted to do the right thing, Gemini, in being loyal and responsible with your partner. But what you're realizing now is she's not putting in the effort. It's an unequal give and take situation. So you're done. All right, guys, let's move into the lighted pathway. Here we go, guys. What else do we have? Yeah. What else do we have? For my lovely Geminis. Gem, you've had enough. I mean, this might have been months or even years of excuses. Yeah, no, I'll move next year. Well, no, the timing isn't quite right yet. Well, maybe in 6 months' time. And you just got sick of it. You just got sick of it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we've got here, Gem, is, again, timing isn't right. Yeah, I can't move yet. No, it's not the right time. I don't want to do this yet. You may feel, Gemini, other people are involved. You may feel your person's met someone in that area, which is why they don't really want to move to be with you. It may well be that they say, no, I'm just about to start a business here. No, I need my clientele here. That's the reason why I can't move. I think, Gemini, you're going to decide finally to focus on your goals. You may put this person down to being simply selfish. It's all about you. You're very happy taking money from me. You're very happy for me to work, but I'm kind of taking care of myself for months on end. So what am I getting out of it? I think, Gemini, you're realizing it's time for change. So guys, let's move into the month of March. Here we go, guys. Let's see what March is going to bring us. Here we go. Archangel Michael, may we have your guidance, your advice for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is March 2024. Whoever is connecting with this reading, what is going to happen, wants to come out in the month of March. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. Gemini, I think you believe you've just been self-sacrificing. And you've kind of had it. I think you've kind of had it. Now, there's always two sides to a story. I know that. Yeah. What you're realizing, Gemini, is that looking at things from an external point of view, your partner's incredibly happy, right? They're sitting in the Ten of Pentacles, possibly thanks to you. You two aren't living together as far as I can gather. And what you're realizing is they don't want to move. They don't want to move. You're realizing that nothing is going to change. You may have believed them if they said to you, oh, well, maybe next year, well, perhaps potentially in a few months' time. You may have thought, well, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They don't want to leave the home. But what you're realizing, Gemini, is they're just making excuses. And I think you've got to the point where you just can't continue doing this. Now, there could be all sorts of issues to do with work visas. There could be issues to do with language barriers. You know, maybe you want your partner to come and live with you and she's saying, well, I don't really speak the language. You speak the language, so you can get a good job. I can't. What's the point of me being there? There could be all sorts of things tied up here. It could be your partner is very close to parents. And maybe your partner's been saying, well, we can't leave mum and dad. They're getting older. You know, we'll just carry on as we are. Whatever has been holding your person in one area, you've accepted it. But now what you're realizing is, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. Nothing is ever going to change. The Fool. You may feel, Gemini, as if this person has pulled the wool over your eyes. You may feel as if you've been foolish to even think that your partner was being honest with you. Again, you're looking, Gemini, at moving into a new cycle. Now, for some of you, Gem, what you're realizing is, sadly, your partner was hanging on to you for financial security. The wheel can be the wheel of fortune. They were sitting happily in the Ten of Pentacles, but the love wasn't really there. If the love was there, then surely they would want to move to be with you. Wherever you have to be, pertaining to work. That's what I think this is all about. Again, Four of Cups, you're really unhappy. You're not getting any emotional support. Eight of Swords, you're in your head, knowing maybe, Gemini, that you should end this, not really wanting to, but realizing you may not have a choice. Yeah, in your head about leaving, moving on. 10 of Wands, you don't really want to do it. Jen, this is difficult. You may have known your partner for a very long time. You two may have been childhood sweethearts, I don't know. But things have transpired to the point where you two have been living apart for a period of time. And whatever the reason, you are now coming to the conclusion that your partner simply doesn't love you. Okay? I don't know whether or not your partner's met somebody else since you've been away, maybe for periods of time. I think, Gemini, you've met somebody else, but you haven't moved into that connection because you felt guilty, right? I've got a partner in another area. I shouldn't really look at moving into another connection, but it's in the back of your mind. And I think what you're realizing now is, I want a proper, fulfilled relationship with someone that genuinely loves me. That's what you're thinking about, Gem. Under the deck, Five of Pentacles, yeah. You feel left out in the cold, Gemini. That's the whole point. You feel left out in the cold. So in the month of March, I think you are going to be making inroads pertaining to detaching from the situation you're in. You can't do this anymore. March may be even more difficult with the 10 of Wands. Once you've got to the 10 of Wands, you can't do anything else other than drop the burden and start a new cycle. You've been hanging on to this because maybe it was financially secure. You might have been sending your partner money back and they might have been putting it into the house. But what you're thinking about is you're alone the whole time. It's crazy. So let's move into the lighted pathway. Here we go. Let's see what comes through. What have you got for my lovely Geminis? Thank you, Michael. Wow. One flipped over here. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. So, Gemini, make the first move. I think you are going to say to your person, I believe we should end this. We're obviously not supposed to be moving into the future together. I don't feel as if you really want to make this move to be with me. What you're also thinking about, Gemini, is once maybe you've begun to wrap up this relationship, you may well start pursuing the person that you met in the past that you didn't put effort into because you were in another relationship, who you feel genuinely loves you. You feel that it was destiny that you met this other person. And I think once this is over, once you've closed out the cycle, you're going to be pursuing that person. So from here, Gemini, let's move into the month of April. Here we go, Gems. This is April. Let's see what may transpire. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Geminis for the month? Wow. For the month of April. Heavens above, what's going on here? What do we have for the month of April 2024? There could be a lot that happens in the month of April, Gemini. I think you're going to be pushing forward in ending the situation you're in and pursuing the person from the past. Yeah. That definitely wants to be seen. Okay. Let's start. So, Queen of Swords. Yeah. So Gemini, that's possibly your partner. King and Queen of Swords. This is a cold partnership. With a 9 of Wands, both of you realize that this is ending. Knight of Swords, arguments, problems, disagreements. You're really fed up with this. Your partner's not changing her mind. And with the Ace of Coins, this is uprooting and moving. What you're realizing is she is not going to move. She is not going to move. With the Ace of Swords, Gemini, you know the truth. And what you're thinking about is, okay, I believe it's done. She doesn't want to play ball. She obviously doesn't love me. She can't see that I can't live in this way indefinitely. You may feel, Gem, as if you're living like a monk. It's not good. I believe that with the Three of Cups, what you're dreaming about is ending the situation because you've got no choice and to reunite with the person that you met in the past. So Gemini with the Death card, Scorpio energy, you're going to be transforming your life. You're going to be working on an ending and rebuilding your financial foundation with the Eight of Coins. Now, you could be in the future wanting to put effort into a connection with a Scorpio, sure. But I think your first port of call is to get out of the situation you're in and rebuild. That's what you want to do. At the bottom of the deck, yes, Magician, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini energy. You are manifesting your happiness with the Sun. All right, let's move into the lighted pathway. Here we go, guys. So I think this is going to be a very... Ooh, cards are flying. This is going to be a very significant point of time, Gem, where you're going to be deciding to have a really serious conversation with your partner, and that conversation is, this is done. I think this is done, you know, that wants to come out. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. So your intuition is telling you, Gemini, that you should mitigate distraction. By that I mean, not think to yourself, well, you know, let's just wait a few months. Let's just see if things will improve and distract yourself with work or other things. What you're realizing is you have to bite the bullet and just get on with detaching from the situation. You may have been putting this on the back burner for months, Gemini. And this is you thinking, I can't ignore the truth anymore. I just got to get on with ending this. Because you know, Gemini, it's time to move on. And I think by your next birthday, you would have totally detached from this karmic partner. All right. So Gems, let's move into the month of May. All right, Gem, let's delve into May to see what comes through. Here we go. What do we have for my lovely Geminis, please, Michael? This is May 2024. What's going to happen in the situation for my Geminis, those I'm connecting with? Wow, May 2024. So Gemini, at this point, you've realized that you've made your decision. Your partner's not budging. And this is you getting on with the detaching process. It might take months. We will see. It may be pretty swift. So the first 2 or 3 cards, yeah. I think with the 8 of Wands, there might be one last blow-up row, to be honest with you. I think you're going to understand at this point that this relationship cannot be mended. This is you taking stock, and this is you healing. Thinking about your future, your new future. Four of Cups. You know that potentially you've been pretty unhappy for the longest time. With the energy of the Fool, you keep thinking about the fact that you were a fool. The blindfold is off. You didn't really see the reality of the situation you were in, but you're also considering this brand new cycle. The Hierophant. Yeah. You were foolish to hang on to this connection. You could have been married to your person. Or what you're thinking about, Gemini, is to move forwards towards someone that you feel a very strong spiritual connection with. Now, you could be either detaching from an Aries or a Taurus, or you could be moving towards an Aries or a Taurus. But there is a strong spiritual connection. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. You're moving forward, Gemini, towards someone that you feel is right for you. The Moon, more Cancerian energy. You're a little bit nervous about doing this because you may know that this person's going to ask you a lot of questions. It might well be that you two haven't spoken for a long time, but I feel, Gemini, you're going to put your cards on the table and let this person know what's been going on in your life, you know? Underneath the deck, Temperance. Yeah. So this is you, Ace of Swords, detaching from your situation. You're healing. You're going to be spending some time treading water. You're going to be moving through the process of ending your situation, and you're going to be reconnecting with the person that you've decided you now want to pursue. Here we go. Let's see what else comes through. What else do we have for my lovely Geminis, please, Michael? Thank you. That wants to come out. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Gemini, interesting. Again, by your next birthday, you're going to realize there's a very strong connection with this person that you met in the past. And I think what you're going to realize is this past person was the person that you were supposed to be with, not the woman that you've been with trying to make it work. Yeah. So, Gems, we're now moving into the month of June. All right, Gemini, let's check out June. Let's see what may happen. Here we go. What do we have, please, for my lovely Geminis, those that are resonating with this reading? What do we have for the month of June 2024? June 2024 for Gemini. Thank you, Michael. Okay, pick it up in a minute. Michael's saying stop, which is my cue to cut the deck. All right. This one fell on the floor. 7 of Cups. Gemini, what you're realizing is once you've detached, with the energy of the Magician, you've got options all around you. You've got options. Options to choose another career, options to leave an area you might have been stuck to. Pretty soon, you're not going to have the responsibility, I think, of sending money back to a partner. And even though you may have to go through a separation process, maybe give your partner child support or give your partner money in a divorce, what you're realizing is once it's done, the world is your oyster. But you've got to get over the separation. Knight of Swords is you thinking, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. I know that once this is over and done with, I will have lots of options, but it's not going to be pleasant getting out of the situation I'm in. Yeah. Gemini, there could be an argument. It could be your karmic partner throws everything back in your face and says to you, Gemini, I think you want to leave me because I think you want to find somebody new. Your partner's saying, that's why you're suddenly telling me that you want to end the relationship. I think on your travels, you've met someone new. You've never had an issue with this setup before. You've never had a problem with this. You've never told me this was something that you were upset about. Why now? Gemini, you're going to go straight into the Ten of Wands, because what you're realizing is your partner is now going to fight you tooth and nail for as much money as they can get out of you as you're dissolving the situation. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Gemini, I think that you love a water sign. A Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. And what you're realizing now is, oh my goodness, my karmic partner is going to make it very difficult for me to detach. It's a sad situation. With the energy of Judgment, you may be looking back and you may be thinking, yeah, I did meet this other woman. I don't know, Gem, whether or not there was a one-night stand or an affair situation that happened. You did the right thing as far as you were concerned, though. You made things work with your karmic partner. You still supported your karmic partner. You didn't leave her back then when you met this person. But what you're thinking about now is, yeah, I know that I wasn't squeaky clean in the past myself. So even though you may have thought, yeah, my karmic partner's been hanging on to me for money, she possibly might have met somebody in her area, which is why she doesn't want to leave to be with me. I wasn't completely upfront and honest either. So you may be facing a little bit of karma. You're facing Judgment Day here, Gem. But ultimately, what you're worried about is your partner is not going to make it that easy for you to quickly detach from the situation. She may want to drag everything on. She may decide to ask for more than her fair share. And this is you going from, oh, actually, when this is over, I can be with the person from the past. What you're thinking about now is, oh my goodness, it could take me a year to get out of the situation I'm in. By which time, is my partner from the past still going to be available? I don't know. This is your karmic being a bit savvy, Gemini, but also what she's realizing is this has all come up pretty quickly. Why is Gemini suddenly saying he's not happy with the situation now? What actually happened to make him change his mind? Your karmic partner realized that maybe you had met someone in the past, Gem, and you did. So, Gem, it may be a little bit more difficult to detach. But this is what we have for the month of June. Let me get some messages from the lighted pathway. What do we have for my lovely Geminis? Thank you, Michael. Cars are flying. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you, Michael. Wow. Okay. So, my gems, we have taking responsibility. Yeah. So, Gemini, you want to do the right thing. You want to do everything by the book. You know you have to. I think forgiveness is needed. You're going to forgive yourself. You're going to ask your partner for her forgiveness. You're hoping that she is also going to apologize to you. You're going to be focusing on work and money. I think you're going to be focusing on your foundation. And you may finally feel that you're going to be moving in the right direction. Okay? So, my gems, let's move into the month of July. Here we go. This is the month of July. Let's see what comes through. So what do we have, please, Archangel Michael, for my Geminis? This is the month of July 2024. I'm hearing a lot of legal terms in my mind, a lot of legal jargon. Yeah, you could be bashing out some kind of contract. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, Gemini, this is going to be tough. I believe that with the energy of the Queen of Coins, that's your karmic partner. She's been sitting very happily in a little bit of overindulgence in a nice house. She could have pets. She is going to state that you were unfaithful to her. Knight of Wands. She's going to state that you were the one that ended the situation with her because you'd been unfaithful. She's fighting you, Gemini. Yeah. She's going to state that the reason why you want to end the situation with her is that you want to be with another woman. Now, Gemini, I don't know whether or not she's got any proof. If she's not coming through as the Queen of Coins, it could be that she's found out about an earth sign, who could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But Gemini, if you were hoping that you two would just amicably separate, stating, I don't know, irreconcilable differences, what you're realizing here is she is going to play hardball with you. You will end up a free person again, a free man. But this is really difficult because not only are you having to cope with managing this ending at a distance from your karmic partner, but this is going to take longer than you thought. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shock. You're going to feel tired and drained. And you may start to wonder whether or not you should just throw your hands in the air and say to your karmic partner, okay, let's patch things up. The sad thing is, Gemini, there's no love between the two of you. I think she has potentially lived a very good life, possibly due to you being the main breadwinner. And what she's realizing is her whole life is going to change. She may have to move out of a house that she's lived in for the last 10, 20 years. It may be that she knows money's going to be tight once you two split. She is dead set on making things very difficult for you. The Devil under the deck. She may have found out about a Capricorn woman you're interested in, Gemini, or she may simply be sat, dare I say it, in the energy of the devil, absolutely obsessed with retaining what she believes is rightfully hers, which could be a lovely house, Gemini, that you may have made mortgage payments on for the last 10, 20 years. It's going to be very difficult. And so here is you in your head thinking, wow, 9 of Wands, Tower, this ending is going to take everything out of me. Do I really want to do this? I think your partner's being strategic, Gemini, but you know, it takes two to tango. Maybe she thought that when you were away on business, you were seeing other women. I don't know. But Gemini, she's either determined to take you to the cleaners financially, or she's hoping that you are simply going to change your mind. Let's have a look and see what else comes through. Here we go, guys. What have we got, please, Michael, for the month of July for my Geminis? Okay, that's it. Gemini, you're going to listen to the advice from others. You may be seeking legal advice. You may be talking to family members. What I think, Gemini, painfully, you are realizing is If you push to end the situation with your karmic partner, you're going to have nothing left. You're literally going to have nothing left, and it's scaring you. I feel that what you're going to do is you're going to go to the person that you might have been back in contact with, the person that you felt you wanted to develop a new relationship with, and say to this person, look, I am so sorry, but there have been major changes in me trying to get out of the situation. I do want to be with you. I think this would be a wonderful relationship, but I am going to have to stay committed legally to my karmic partner. Even though her and I might live in different areas, it's going to take too much money for me to get out of the situation I'm in. So maybe, Gemini, your viewpoint is perhaps potentially you could live with the person that you want to be with while staying legally married to your karmic partner, who may live in a completely different area. She could live in another state. She could even live in another country. What you're realizing is to get out of the situation legally is just going to take way too much money, way too much time, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So that is what you're deciding to do, which may be disappointing for the person that you want to be with, but you don't see any other way around this. Okay, Gemini, this is August. And my goodness, outside the wind's picked up. There's a storm outside. Here we go. So Archangel Michael, what have we got for my lovely Geminis? This is August 2024. August 2024 for Gemini. Thank you, Michael. Cards are being really difficult. Eight of Cups. Six of Swords. Walking away, Gemini, moving to calmer waters. Page of Coins. You may be thinking about a child. Seven of Wands. This is you defensive. And I think you're defensive against your karmic partner. Strength card. Yeah, Queen of Coins. You're holding back from any further communication with your karmic partner, Gemini. You're realizing there's no point. You guys only argue. Yeah, you guys aren't communicating. Two of Swords. With a Page of Cups, Gemini, I think this is you potentially apologizing to the woman that you wanted to be with, who may have got super excited that you were leaving this long-term situation and potentially reuniting with her. I think this is you apologizing to her that you cannot legally get out of this situation, which I have to say is probably a marriage. Underneath the deck, Gemini, Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at everything that you put into the marriage. I think it's still on your mind, Gemini, as to whether or not it's worth giving your karmic partner the money or giving her the house to just get out of the situation you're in. It's still on your mind, but you haven't spoken to your karmic partner about that, partly because you're not actually speaking anymore, but also you don't know whether or not you are ready to change your mind, as in give in to her. You don't know. You're thinking about your money, Gemini. Yes, underneath that, Four of Coins, you're thinking, is it worth hanging on to this relationship for the sake of finances? Looking at the bigger picture, is it really worth it for me? Because at this point, Gemini, what you're thinking about is, we will stay legally married. All right, let's get some information from the lighted pathway. Let's see what comes through. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Gemini, this is very interesting. What's come out is get more information. Unhappy without you. Wow, the wind is crazy. Next year. Gemini, there may be something that you find out. It could be from one of your children or a child. It could even be in the form of a note, a letter. It could be something in the karmic partner's house, obviously, which is your house. You may come across something or hear something which might make you realize that your karmic partner might have been having a long-term fling with someone else. The divine is asking you to find out more information as to whether or not that's true, but there may be a note that you find from your karmic partner or something similar that suggests that she's unhappy without her lover, but she's hoping that things might change in 2025. Now, Gemini, if that's the case, it could well be that what you might be thinking about is, well, hang on, if I've got evidence that my partner cheated, then she hasn't got a leg to stand on. She cannot ask for more than is legally fair and due, because she's as much to blame as me. If she is stating that I cheated and she's got no evidence, and I find out that she's been cheating, but I have evidence, then surely I would be in a really strong position to get out of the marriage with quite a lot of my money. So Gemini, you may want to look into that, because that could change your situation. Let's delve into the month of September. All right, Gem, the wind is howling outside. Let's move into September and see what comes through. So Archangel Michael, may we have your advice and guidance for my Geminis? This is September 2024. What's going to be happening for Gemini in September 2024? Is a storm brewing, Gem? Maybe a storm's brewing. That wants to come out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. We've got your card of the Lovers. You have a choice, I think, to call your karmic partner out, because she's putting you through the ringer. She's basically stating, Gemini, it's all your fault. I am not moving. Why should I move? If you force me, then I'm going to take you for everything, because I'm pretty sure that you cheated on me. You may find evidence, Gemini, actual evidence that she's been cheating on you, when she may not actually have any concrete evidence that you've been cheating on her. So it may well be that you call her bluff and you say to her, I know that you have been messing around with somebody else behind my back. So Gemini, you could be making a judgment call to actually go through with ending your marriage, with a view that wherever you are in the world, it seems to be a situation where if you found that your partner has been cheating and you have evidence of that, you don't have to give her quite so much money. Now, I know some states are no-fault states, right? So you are not in one of those states. Let's have a look. Yes. Yes. So what you're saying to your partner is, I am walking away from you, but I want a clean cut. Now I have evidence that you have been cheating on me, then I want a clean break. I don't just want to separate, I want a divorce. High Priestess. What you're not saying, Gemini, what you're keeping a secret about is that you have evidence that your partner's been cheating. I feel that whatever you have found, what evidence you have found, is going to make a difference. You're now actually feeling much more calm and relaxed about the situation. You may have found out, Gem, that your partner had a fling with a Sagittarian, with Judgment and Temperance. And with the Eight of Coins, she may even have been quietly putting money away for sort of an escape plan to be with that lover. I think, Gemini, you're now taking action. You're taking charge. You're taking control. And I think you are ending your marriage. Yep. Gemini, I think you're ending your marriage. You're coming through with the energy of the Emperor. You're taking control. You're taking charge. Whatever information you have found out, you're using that to your benefit. It's going to actually save you losing quite a lot of money. Yes, you are deciding to go full force into a divorce, knowing that with the evidence you have pertaining to your karmic partner's lover, she can't legally expect you to give her what she has been asking for, which possibly could be quite a lot of money held in the marriage, whether it's in a property, in investments. And I think, Gemini, this is you almost getting your own back. Wow, she thought she was going to get away with it. She thought she was going to get away with me sending her money and her saving it to run off with her lover when she felt she wanted to. You're angry, Gem, and that anger is going to cause you to say, right, that's it. That's it. We are moving through the legal process. I am divorcing you. Holding on to the evidence you have pertaining to the fact that she cheated. So you're doing it, Gem. In the month of September, you're doing it. Underneath the deck, Gemini, yeah, Two of Swords. You are not playing anymore. Everything's going to be in the hands of the lawyers. And Gemini, you know that once you become single, Nine of Pentacles, you're going to be pursuing the person that you truly love. All right, Gem, let's move into the lighted pathway. So however you find out this information, Gemini, it's going to make a difference. There we go. It's going to make a difference. So, Gemini, let's see. Oh, wow. So there is a secret coming out. There is a secret coming out. Children involved. I think if you've got a child or children, one of your children or your child may say something when you're next home, which may sound really strange. And because of that, Gemini, you're going to be gaining clarity and wisdom that your karmic partner was not as sweet and innocent as she made herself out to be. I think with something isn't right, you may be questioning your karmic and putting her on the spot. Make the first move. Something's not right here. Our child said this, that, and the other. Secret coming out, gaining clarity and wisdom. So, Gem, you are taking control. You are deciding to push forward into a full divorce. Let's see what October brings. Here we go, Gemini. This is October. Wow. Let's see what's going to be happening here. So, Archangel Michael, what have we got, please, for my lovely Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is October 2024. October 2024 for my lovely Geminis. Thank you, Michael. The Empress. Okay, that's your karmic partner. You came through as the Emperor. She is furious that you have found out. Knight of Swords. Now, of course, this could be you questioning your Empress. You found out. Yeah. I think this is you, Gemini, saying to your Empress, whilst you were busy slating me, putting me on the spot, saying that I had cheated on you when you had no evidence whatsoever, I found out that you've had a long-term lover. Yeah. And that you were planning on leaving me for this lover. You kept this secret. This is what you're saying to this woman, Gem, to your partner. And so I'm taking control. Energy of the Emperor. I'm sorry, Page of Swords, but the truth is out and we are moving into full divorce. And actually, as soon as I do divorce, I'm going to move on with someone that I've fallen in love with. So best of luck, says Gemini. The Fool. Yeah. Gemini. This is you standing up for yourself, Gem. And this is you having a really open, straight conversation with your partner. No holds barred, to say, I know exactly what you've been up to, and I think we should put this in the hands of lawyers. It's done. You're not getting the house. We're dividing everything 50-50. I think that's going to be that. Whew. Okay, guys, let's move into the lighted pathway. Yeah, Gemini, this is a straight conversation with your Empress. You're not messing around anymore. You're not trying to play nice. Those two want to come out. You have evidence that your partner's been cheating. I think it's something a child might have said. And so you're ending your marriage. That's it. That's it. Okay. Let's see, Gemini. Yes, look at that. So what you're going to say to your partner is, it was somehow shocking to find out or hear that you've been having a fling with someone yourself. Now, there's going to be a conversation about November. I don't know, Gemini, whether or not you're going to say to your partner, next month I'm going to speak to a lawyer and we're just going to move through the divorce process. Or next month, I want to put the house on the market. So just so that you know, you're going to have to find somewhere else to live because we're going to be selling the house to divide the profits, right? As part of the divorce settlement. Gem, you are not playing anymore. I mean, this is you taking charge, okay? So let's move into November. All right, Gem. Goodness me. Let's see what's going on for November. Do forgive the buffeting outside, guys. The storm is getting worse. As soon as I finish this, I'll be checking out whether or not my kitties are okay. They're nice and safe in my room with the shutters down. So let's just get into this November spread. November 2024 for Gem. Thank you, Michael. All right. It wants to be seen. Yeah. So Gemini, you are heading to singledom. Yep. That's you. Hierophant. You're keeping the faith. You're ending a marriage and becoming single. Five of Swords. You've managed to find a way to get out of this relationship. Yes, it's ending. The Hermit. Virgo energy. With the energy of the Hermit, you could be communicating with a Virgo about the ending. This could be your karmic partner or a Taurus. Or with the energy of the Hermit, you could be going into isolation just to get through this divorce. But what you're thinking about is very soon, I will be moving forward onto a new path. I'm going to be free. Thinking about moving to calmer waters, you may be thinking of a change of residence. And this is you, by the end of November, Gemini, feeling as if you've got through the battle, you've got justice, and I think you'll be looking forward to a very happy, peaceful December. We will see. Under the deck, Gemini, Knight of Coins, yeah. You'll be bashing out the details of child support or a settlement with your partner, okay? So I think, Gem, from here, we'll move into the lighted pathway. Let's see what else wants to come through. All right, Gem, here we go. Let's see what comes through. Okay. Wow. Cards are flying. Okay. Wow. All right, that's it. Let's have a look. So Gemini, I think you're going to be reconnecting with the woman that you wanted to be with, who may have been very disappointed when you had to tell her that you wouldn't be getting out of your marriage. It was just going to be impossible. You're going to be telling her that that is now all going ahead. You may say to her it's going to take 9 months to totally wrap everything up. But you're going to be very open and honest with her about why you changed your mind. i.e., I found out that my partner was cheating and possibly had been for a while. What you're going to say to this woman is, it really was time to move on. I was just in a difficult situation and I will be putting effort into building a new life with you. So Gemini, this wraps up the month of November. Let's have a look at the final month of the year. So Gemini, this is December. Let's see how you're going to close out 2024. What do we have for my lovely Geminis, please, Michael? December 2024. What do we have for Gemini 2024? Ace of Swords. A new cycle's about to begin, Gemini. This is truth and clarity, cutting out the past. King of Swords. This is you taking charge. You could be hearing from a lawyer that in basic terms, everything's going smoothly. 8 of Wands. You could be sending passionate messages to this woman to say it's nearly done. I miss you. I want to be with you. 10 of Cups. Yeah. So Gemini, at this point, you're going to be communicating with this woman that you're basically looking forward to starting a new life with her. The Wheel of Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune, is moving you forward. There's going to be a fortunate turn of events as well, Gemini. There could be some good luck coming your way. Temperance, beautiful energy. The angels are guiding you safely into this new cycle, Gem. This is you coasting, resting, and healing as you close out what might have been a pretty turbulent 2024. Justice, Gemini. Beautiful. Look at these major arcana. The Wheel of Destiny, Temperance, and Justice. You're closing out the year feeling much more balanced, Gemini, as you move through what's probably a divorce process. And you're going to find yourself sitting in the energy of the sun. Wow. What a fantastic spread to close the year, Gem. Underneath the deck, the Hangman. So Gemini, this is you taking some time to rest, to heal. You're also looking at the bigger picture. You're going to be looking into your future. Beautiful energy. So Gem, let's move into the lighted pathway. Here we go. Let's see what comes through. What do we have for my lovely Geminis? Wow. Beautiful energies. That's it. Just 2 cards, Gem. We have wanting forever, gaining clarity and wisdom. So Gemini, I think you're going to be reconnecting with this person you met in the past. You're going to realize that they want to be with you long term in a serious relationship. This is so lovely, Gemini. There's going to be a lot of happiness moving into 2025. So Gem, from here, let's get some messages from the divine to wrap up this reading. So my lovely gems, let's get into this final spread of this reading. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, Stacey DeMarco. What do we have for Gemini, please, Michael, to close out this reading? Thank you. All right. Patience. So Gemini, one of the lessons you may need to learn in 2024 is to have patience. This is also you patiently waiting for a cycle to close out with a 3 and a 6, which of course is 9. This is you coming to the end of a difficult path. Yeah. Fruition. You're closing out a chapter. 3 and a 7 is 10. Things are going to be coming to fruition after you close out what I believe to be was this karmic cycle. The masculine. Gemini, you may know that you are a twin flame. I could be dealing with someone who is understanding that they are a divine masculine. But you're also, Gem, going to be sitting in your masculine energy in 2024 and taking charge. Yes, you're taking charge, Gemini, to bring balance to your life with a 4 and a 2, which is 6, which is balance. You're taking charge in order for you to move forward into a very happy future. Darkness. I'm hearing the darkness before the dawn. The angels are with you. 4 is the number of the archangels and 0 is the God force number. This was all meant to happen this way, Gemini. So you may feel that you're sat in darkness. It's a little bit scary, okay? But if you take charge and push forward, I think you're going to find yourself in a beautiful new situation in 2025, potentially with the love of your life. Who knows? So, Gem, let's move into Sacred Soul Portals. Here we go. What do we have from this deck, please, for my lovely Geminis, Michael? Enchanted. Your path has led you to a defining moment that will change your destiny. Good fortune. Abundance and prosperity are flowing into your life now. Open your arms to receive. Gemini, you're going to look back and think to yourself, I put so much time, energy, and money into this karmic relationship. Was it worth it? But Gemini, this was your life path. You had to learn various lessons with this karmic partner. But from now on, I think you're going to be concentrating on rebuilding your finances. And because you've done things the right way, you've acted with integrity, and you've taken control of the situation, I think your reward is going to be coming in the form of stable finances in the future. Beautiful energy. Yes, new world. There's a whole lot of fresh opportunities awaiting you if you just take a chance, Gem. That door is going to open. You're going to move through into a brand new world. Very exciting, Gem. So, from here, let's get a final message from Archangel Michael. Here we go. So, Archangel Michael, may we have your closing message of guidance for my Geminis out there? Thank you, Michael. For my Geminis. Gemini is all to come. Decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I'm now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. Gemini, when this is all done, you're going to look back and appreciate your life to a far greater extent. And what they're saying to you is, yes, 2024 may be a little bit rocky, but just put a smile on your face, ride through it, knowing that in 2025, you're going to find yourself in a brand new situation. And very happy you will be too. So, my gems, I am leaving the reading there. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of you, sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye now.